It's been more than a month since an unprecedented traffic jam left thousands of drivers stuck on Interstate 95 during a snowstorm. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have demanded answers from the state, and we've been told an investigation is underway. But what conversations and discussions were going on behind the scenes while that traffic nightmare played out? Problem solver Melissa Hippolyte went in depth, hoping to get some answers by requesting official government emails. But what she obtained raises even more questions. Melissa?
Well, Bill, the Virginia Department of Emergency Management ended up withholding the vast majority of emails that we requested. A former chief of staff for two former Virginia governors told me this is often done for good reason, but the privilege is overused.
Randy Anderson drew on his patience when he spent roughly 30 hours stuck on Interstate 95 during an early January snowstorm.
We were fortunate. It was not something I'd ever want to repeat.
And he is using it again now as he awaits an explanation from state leaders.
The people of Virginia deserve answers.
But in the meantime, CBS 6 submitted a Freedom of Information Act request to the Virginia Department of Emergency Management, requesting all emails to and from their leadership at the time, Curtis Brown, related to the event. VDEM provided us 6, but withheld 71, stating they were being kept privileged as part of the governor's confidential working papers.
Should we be surprised? There's probably information in those 71 emails that they don't want the general public to know at this point.
In one email sent at 4:05 a.m. on Tuesday, January 4th, Brown said he was coordinating a call with state agencies to identify unmet needs and resources required and to decide if an emergency declaration was necessary. But no emails were shared related to the outcome of that call.
What did happen in that meeting? I think that'd be interesting to know.
Bill Leidy, former chief of staff for Governors Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, says he's very familiar with the working papers exemption under Virginia FOIA law and used it many times himself. He says it exists for good reason.
On the morning of the Virginia Tech shootings, we received FOIA requests for our emails within hours after the shooting started. And so the exemption very much is because when you're in the heat of the moment and you're trying to deal with the situation, you can't be distracted by the FOIA requests themselves.
In this case, he says the after-action report may be the reason why.
We don't want to prejudice the investigation by releasing them and having stories written about them before the fact finders make their own conclusion.
However, Leidy believes the privilege is overused.
Melissa, the people have the right to see what happens in these decision-making situations. And I just believe that there is too often the case that governors don't want to be second-guessed, so they don't release this kind of stuff.
And to that point, Megan Ryan, who advocates for the public's right to access government records, says the withholding is a choice, not a mandate.
The exemption, just like any exemption in the Freedom of Information Act, is discretionary, which means they do not have to use it. They can, but they don't have to.
Now, the Virginia Coalition for Open Government has tried in the past to get the exemption narrowed, but they have been unsuccessful. Working for you tonight in Richmond, I'm Melissa Hippolyte for CBS 6.
Thanks, Melissa. That same issue is holding up a separate investigation regarding Governor Youngkin's school tip line for parents. It's an email address parents can use to report on their child's teachers or school staff who might be trying to enforce mask wearing or teaching what the governor calls divisive subjects. When a records request was submitted, Youngkin's administration said those records are, quote, being entirely withheld as working papers and correspondence of the office of the governor. The exemption cited, as you just heard in Melissa's report, is discretionary. That means Governor Youngkin has control on whether or not to release the documents, but is choosing not to. He insists releasing those records is inappropriate.